I'm not even in there yet. Mm. Oh my goodness. I don't have nothing open yet. I decided to do a live for a little bit here. Won't be very long. I'm gonna get YouTube open. See what's happening. Oh, YouTube. Yeah, last minute decision. Mute, 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 mute. Hi, KJ, Cody, Dana. Yeah, so I do a last minute decision. Let's see what happens here. Oh, let's see. Paste. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Looks like we have all women in the chat again so far. I know Chris is going to probably jump in sooner or later. Not unless he was up all night. Okay, so you got a black screen.
I forgot to uncover the camera. Whoops. Good morning, Larry.
Morning.
You sound so awake.
I am. I didn't feel like getting up today. I didn't get up. Oh, I was up earlier and I went back to bed, so I didn't get back. I didn't get up till about 7:30.
Well, last weekend, Callie started his early, and I missed most of them or missed them completely. And my whole weekend was all wonky. So I'm like, I set my alarm this morning and bam, there was nothing on. I'm like, oh, no. So,
yeah. Well, James might be with the grandkids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do nothing until you said something.
And you know what's going to happen when you put the link in. It's like, put Cody's in the chat. Let's put the link in and see what happens. Duh. RNG.
Oh my God, the beers are okay. How was your beers last night? How late did you stay up last night, KJ? I left that auction about maybe 9. They started at 9. So I think it was about maybe 10 or 11. I left it.
You talking about the Christmas thing that?
Yeah, because they don't end until 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, they switching channels, going like 24 hours or something.
Yeah, 24-hour Christmas.
Yeah.
And Greg's in the chat now.
Yep. And good morning,
I was gonna pop in the show and see who KJ was getting fresh with last night, but I changed my mind.
KJ was getting fresh with someone? That's shocking.
Well, you know who it usually is. It's usually Chris and
Gary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Gary was on there at 2 a.m.
Yeah. I don't know. I was not in the mood for auctions. It had nothing to do with the people that were doing it or the people presenting. So let's not start those rumors. Okay. I was not in a mind frame for auctions. I popped into Moonstone Mama's auction, and I was only in there for about 5 minutes. And I love Devin. You know, I love Moonstone Mamas, and my brain was just like, nope, we're not doing this today.
Okay, she left about 11:30. Yeah, she said she had to work today. So, wow, you got a weird schedule, KJ. No, you fresh? No. Oh yeah.
Not you.
Because I saw what you said at the beginning of the chat with you and Gary. I saw that. you didn't know I was in there yet. And I was already in there before you and Gary came in.
KJ, G, you might want to get out of your pants now because they're about to catch on fire. He just said KJ is pure innocence.
I mean, that was funny. I'm like,
Everybody get away from G because he's either going to catch on fire or lightning's going to hit him. What did you say?
Morning, Greg.
I'm sure it was purely innocent and sweet and.
I don't want to repeat it online. It was in the chat. I don't want to repeat it online.
Send me a Facebook Messenger with it, Larry. I'll say it out loud. You know I will.
Yeah. That's why I'm not saying.
You like to watch G, you perv.
It was good. Because I even told Chris, I see how it is when KJ doesn't know I'm in the chat. And Chris is like, yep.
Larry busted. That's stash busted right there. Hi, Callie. Yeah, see? Yeah, Callie knows. Callie said, KJ is as innocent as I. LOL. And good morning, Callie.
Yeah, I decided to go live for the heck of it. Cody was upset because neither Callie or I was doing a live, so Cody was.
I was.
My weekend's over.
No, I said my weekend will be wonky. It just offsets me if there's nothing on in the morning. So this live is thanks to Cody bugging Larry to go live. You're welcome.
So I decided to go. Well, I was gonna search for some garage sales because I searched for them yesterday, and there was nothing set up. Everything was about 45 minutes to an hour away from me for a garage sale. I'm like, sorry, I'm not traveling that far for a garage sale. So
I used to have friends that would travel miles for yard sales and garage sales and all that. And I'm like, sure, if you're buying me lunch, I'm down for a ride.
Trying to decide if I want to go to a flea market tomorrow with Mel, the Kesselby, whatever, however you pronounce her name. Mm-hmm. So you've seen her a little bit. She's only like 15 minutes away from me, and she does a lot of storage units.
Yeah.
She told me to come on out and see what I got, and you might be able to get a couple things. When they go to flea markets every weekend, 'cause they sell at flea markets, and the flea market's only about a half hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah.
On Sundays, I'm surprised it's on Sundays.
I am very lucky in the town that I live in, even though I don't like living here, because we have one of the largest flea markets in the area. It's the Anderson Jockey Lot. Okay. And it's massive. I mean, it's a little smaller now since the fire because they had this big fire a few years back that destroyed like 3 of the buildings. But they've got this. I mean, it's like a mouse warren in this thing. There's just buildings that are attached to each other, and you wander around inside, and there's all kinds of booths outside, and I mean, you can find anything and everything at this place. That's where I got my essential oils, actually. There was a little shop set up that had candles and essential oils and cool little things like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we have the other flea market that she goes to is a little bit, definitely further away.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know. They're both at drive-ins. I don't know if I know the one it goes to on Sundays. That drive-in is still in operation. They play every Friday night and Saturday night.
Well, Callie says Greg needs to go live, and KJ says Gary and Chris love to talk about balls. They just make it too easy to comment. I would imagine during a Christmas auction where you'll be, auctioning Christmas ornaments. That I wouldn't have been able to resist that either.
Well, they're playing Christmas music on there. When they're waiting for bids to happen, they're turning the volume up a little bit. I'm like, that stuff's it's a little bit too loud.
Yeah.
When they're talking, they turn the volume down, but they just, I'm like, I'm just not in the mood for that stuff right now. I mean, it's still too far away.
Yeah.
Even then, when it does show up, it's just another day for me.
It'll pretty much be just another day for me too. I mean, the only one that I had to celebrate Christmas with at this point is my son, and he's just like he'll like throw my present at me, or if he gets me one, and go "Merry Christmas" and walk away. You know, I'm like, thanks. Ow,
Yeah.
you know.
Balls. That ball, this ball, that ball.
It sucks when they leave their balls laying around, doesn't it? Yeah, G, you need to come on live too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, James. I'm surprised James hasn't jumped on here yet. Don't tell me you're naked either, because I know you're not.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Callie. AC/DC song is stuck in Callie's head right now.
Mm.
I've got big balls. Yes.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. In fact, I haven't even checked that site this morning to see if anything was added.
What site?
The garage sale find or whatever it's called. I can never remember the name. It's find the garage sale near me or some stupid thing.
A little hard to check it when you can't remember what it's called.
I can't remember. James remembers what it is.
No, Kelly, do not get naked or naked.
Yeah. What?
Hey, be nice to the kitty cat. Big old meaty head. It's for you.
Oh, well, I know somebody keeps calling me from somewhere. I've checked. I never remember to check on the area code, and it's not an area code that I recognize. It's 8844. I'm like, okay.
Well, usually when people call you, it's from somewhere. Because if they were calling you from nowhere, that would be pretty scary.
Well, I've been getting a lot of spam. The phone even tells me it's a spam.
What was the area code?
844.
That is a utilized area code for toll-free calls. So you don't know. Yeah, you don't know where they're calling from.
Yeah, it's well, the phone always tells me a possible spam caller. So
yeah, tricky.
Now KG, I'm curious. I know you were talking about your pallet. Where did you get your pallets?
Well, if it says Goodwill pallets, then I would guess Goodwill.
I keep seeing her in the chat saying she's still tearing apart a pallet. And
yeah, where are these pallet videos, KJ?
I never heard her say where she got it.
Okay, Callie, I want you to think about this. The other day, she had to go fish a whole roll of toilet paper out of the toilet, and you want to put her kids onto that pile. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Goodwill being in Monroeville. Oh, okay.
Told you, Goodwill. I'm smart like that.
Oh, okay. Maybe your garage sale finder. I think that's what James called it, garage sale finder.
My hair is icky. My hair's always icky. Hate my hair. My kids know her kids aren't interested in what sells. They just want to flush it all down the toilet or like throw it off the balcony and porch or whatever.
See if any
throw it at their poor mother, you know.
See if any are showing up today.
Callie said it's called estate sale finder.
Well, I know. I think he also said garage sale finder. Yeah, garage. That's what I'm into now. Garage sale finder.
Yeah, he don't want no estates. He wants garage sales.
Yeah, no estate sales right now. 164. There we go. Is there anything close?
Right, Jennifer?
Nope. There's absolutely nothing close this weekend. Wow, that's a bummer.
I'm sorry, Larry.
Oh, well, I haven't been to a garage sale. Oh my God, 5, 6, 7 years. Oh well. I'm not gonna travel that far for.
My allergies are horrible this morning. I look like I borrowed Callie's eyes. Look at them, they're all red.
Yeah, might be going to a birthday party this afternoon. I don't know yet. After mine and Johnny's show.
Cool.
Haven't decided yet because well, the kid's feeling okay, mom's not feeling too hot, and dad's sick.
That's not good. So KJ, which one did you do? Make your own palette, or did you do a mystery palette? My inquiring minds want to know.
Well, let's see, StreamYard.
2 mystery palettes to unbox on video and see if it's worth the value. Okay. So
made a video. I have a video coming next week. Oh wow.
Kids definitely helped. Nice. Awesome.
Awesome.
That's very cool. I might actually watch that.
That's gonna be cool. The Goodwill bin by my. Yeah, I found out. Cause I talked to Victoria one day about the bins. That there's no Goodwill bins near me, and when she looked it up, and then she gave me the information on about 7. She said there are bins. She said, see if any of these are close to you. I looked at all like 7 of them, and they're all down in the Pittsburgh area. I'm like, that's like 2-hour drive to go to bins.
Good morning, $100. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta make it like an all-day thing. So you gotta find other things in the area that you can hit, and like if you're gonna go to bins, depending on how long it takes you at the bins too. Yeah.
Well, I had never been to Goodwill bins before, so I'm like, I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Everything is a new experience, Larry.
Yeah, maybe I should make a time since they're down there by KJ. Maybe that's a good way to visit. Pick a weekend and go down there. Like maybe KJ, are they open on Sunday down there? So because with mine and Johnny's show, I wouldn't be able to make it down there on Saturday. I can make it down there on a Sunday.
I mean, it takes all day. It takes all weekend to walk around the jockey lot that we have. People come from out of state, like nearby states. They come down here and they stay in motels and hotels and stuff just so they can go to the jockey lot for the weekend.
Yeah, I have to pick a weekend and come down there and go to the bins with you.
There you go. See? Ta-da! Cody has good ideas. Mm-hmm.
Ray. Hi, Ray. $100. Hi, Ray. I don't know, KJ. I know since you work on a Saturday, do you usually have Sundays off?
Yeah, KJ.
She's giving limited information here. Seems like I have to pull it out of her.
Larry, you know better than to say stuff like that around me. Come on. I think you did that one on purpose.
Oh well.
Oh, KJ will be off the entire month of August. So there you go.
Entire month of August. Holy cow! Why the entire month of August?
Yeah, right, Kelly? She's a mom. She works 8 days a week.
Are you on vacation or is it just slow? Hopefully you're on vacation for a month.
Although having the entire month off makes it a lot easier to schedule things like hanging out with Larry at the bins, doesn't it?
She's a mom. She works 8 days a week. Boy, I know she's a mom. I know she works 8 days a week with the kids.
Larry, how many days are there? How many days are there in a week?
9.
Somebody get on here and help me.
Well, all the days run together when you're a mom. So you got like 30 days in a week.
Callie, nobody invited you. Shush. Callie's all like, we should coordinate a meetup in PA. Nobody invited you.
James can come if he wants.
I'm sure he can.
Oh, because I'm going on. Okay. Quarantine.
Yeah, she's going to be traveling.
You're traveling. Oh, okay. Wow.
So say she's got 2 weeks off. She has to then quarantine for 2 weeks. So although, is your boss going to tag you like a dog to know where you are at all times? I don't get it.
Feels like now when I have 3 kids. Feels like 9 days.
KJ, Callie, I invite you.
Well, I already told him.
A long time to Larry here, You're not helping.
I already told him he can join.
Ooh, a threesome. Oh, Callie, sniffle, sniffle. Did we hurt your last feeling? I'm sure.
I already said James can join in. We just got to pick a Sunday.
I don't know. Callie and Larry in the same time frame in person. It's a threesome.
Let's see. Yeah.
Why do I hear circus music playing in my head? It's I don't
know. When you're saying you hear circus music, I had no radio on. I don't even have a radio in the house.
Someone get on this live right now. Seriously.
I'm traveling with the family, and I was afraid someone will post pictures. Okay.
Well, I meant for your quarantine. He's not going to know if you're actually quarantined or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, he's not going to know if you go to Walmart or Goodwill or whatever. She's only traveling for 5 days. Well, that's all I'd want to travel with 3 kids, too. I'd be like, nope, we're going home early.
Yeah. So, just out of curiosity, KJ, where are you visiting?
You'd be nosy.
I'd like to know where people are visiting. Maybe she's visiting another state or what have you.
Well, fine then. KJ, where are you going? What are you going to be doing?
Now we're in trouble.
Hi, Callie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I already checked up the train trip to Pittsburgh. Would be 5:05 in the morning and stay the whole day. And train leaves at 11:59.
Okay.
KJ, what part of Georgia? Because you're going to be in my area.
Yeah, she's going to visit family. Okay, awesome.
Because I'm right next to Georgia.
Uh-oh. Which is fun because the case count in Allegheny County is actually higher than.
Yeah, but don't discount stupidity. Georgia is a scary place.
The United States is a scary place.
Yeah, I agree.
It's that's why Mexicans and Canadians they hate traveling through the U.S. They want to get out of the U.S. as fast as possible.
Mm.
That was my old logo from my business. It was Benner Investigations.
Well, cases are rising in Georgia too, so because they opened the damn beaches and everything else too fast.
So I'm more at risk. So I'm more at risk working here than going to my family's house. Wow.
I have 2 grandkids that are visiting from Utah, and my daughter's cousin is visiting from New Jersey, so with her son.
Hey, Dana, you can jump on too.
Yeah, Dana.
I think we'll be going.
Yeah, South Carolina's governor has no plans on shutting anything down. Our numbers are rising too.
But yet I have to quarantine. Yeah.
Okay, Jay, when I was in that nursing facility for 6 to 8 weeks, and people dropping it around me like flies, I'm sure I caught it and never showed any symptoms, never was sick, and pretty much was quarantining in my own room for the last couple of weeks. But even when I got out, I quarantined again for another 2 weeks.
Hi, Keegan.
Yeah. The quarantining thing doesn't really have an effect unless you're found to be positive. So, yeah, exactly.
Sand dollar.
Didn't know it and already been through it. So,
Georgia numbers are rising too. The governor has no intention of shutting things down or putting any more safety regulations and whatever. The numbers in the states, Texas, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee.
And California's in the lead.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, how long you stay at that auction, Chris?
Every place is bad. I just.
So on a happier note, what's everybody doing today?
This is it. Probably reading or watching a movie.
I'm gonna head out. Thrift store, see what we got there, and then see the grandkids.
Yeah, KJ, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Mutiny.
Larry, mute him. Never mind. He's done.
I just came. Oh, he just came from it. Wow. Sun picker. Okay.
They found garage sales. You didn't, Larry.
Yeah, I left that auction probably about maybe 10 o'clock, 10:30.
Well, you guys remember when Talon was really sick, my godson, right after, like a week after his dad died, 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks after his dad died. Talon got real sick with a fever, cough, and all that. And Issa took him to the emergency room and they gave her some really bad advice. And she brought him home, and the next day his temperature was fine and he was bounced around the house a bit. And then the next day his temperature spiked again. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had gotten exposed to it too. And, but I've been quarantining for freaking over a year, so I'm good.
Oh, I thought you muted me. Damn it.
C9.
No, he's not paying attention to anything you're saying, Kelly.
No, I was looking at the calendar, I was looking at maybe a Sunday date next month.
It was a few minutes ago, Larry.
Oh.
Because Kelly was making noise. He was like, in the distance, mute me, Larry. Yeah, nothing. How are the levels today, Callie?
Better than yesterday, but I still want some snips to just snip them off my fingers and just be done with it.
Yeah, understandable.
But a lot better than yesterday.
Oh, that's good.
I was able to sleep, so it was strange. I went to sleep and woke up and couldn't tell where I was at. And I said, "Oh, Alexa, what time is it?" And said it was 1 something. I said, oh man! So I put my head back down. I said,
"Okay,
one what? Alexa, what time was it? 5:28. Oh,
wow."
So I said, okay, I'm up.
Okay, I'm just going to get another coffee. I'm gonna make a pot of coffee, so I'll be gone for a couple minutes here.
We got a runner.
Kelly's. Oh God, he's left Callie and I in charge unsupervised. Oh boy.
I can tell some stories about what our doctor told us about it. Let's hear it. Come on in.
Well, she can't now.
Oh, is she working or?
No, I mean Larry's not here to let her in.
That's true. That's right.
When Issa took Talon to the hospital when his fever spiked, they told her not to worry about it unless his fever was 107. Mm-hmm. I was like, if that child has a fever of 107, he's going to be seizing and his brain cells are cooking. I'm like, no, you don't wait that long. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay, I missed that. Where'd you guys just come from? Hey, good morning, Greg. Cajun was with Victor. How you doing, Greg?
Good. Busy, but good.
Busy's always good.
Yeah. How is everyone?
I'm awake.
Well,
I'll be better here in a moment.
I'm awake and I'm breathing, so it's a +2 for today so far.
No money still yet.
Aw. Hence the name.
Jennifer, that Word Excel document, I converted over to Google. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm trying to help Jennifer with the spreadsheet.
What's up with it?
It won't let her change anything. It says I have to give her permission.
Where's it at? It's a read-only document, or no, you have a copyright or password protected. Yeah, you have to.
I didn't think I did because I converted it.
And send it to her. It's the easiest way.
Oh, it is, Jennifer. Okay.
Yeah, if it's a read only, you can change that. But if it's password protected, you just have to unprotect it and then resend it to her.
Yeah, she can see it. I made it kind of generic so you can.
And you can click the box next to the one in A and where it highlights everything, copy it, and then make your own spreadsheet.
Hey, KJ, you're late. Sorry. Sorry.
I can do that too, Jennifer. I mean, it's just a general spreadsheet of everything, profits, what you pay, all that, fees.
See, $95.99, huh? You still holding on to your Bitcoin right now?
Yeah.
It spiked at 96.30, but it's just doing a heartbeat 9,600 right now.
Yeah, I got. What the hell? Where is it? That's my. You can't see it, can you?
There you go.
That's what I got in there. I think 425 was my money.
Okay. So you got it right about 9,100.
Yeah, there was I bought 100 one week, 100 another, 75 another and 50 another.
Yeah. It's gonna jump, especially the next week or two. It's gonna make a big jump because of the next stimulus that's going to be passed. It's just going to fluctuate the dollar down and Bitcoin up. So,
yeah,
nice profit. Nice profit.
Yeah, it's a gamble. I know it's a gamble. I mean,
but it's fun.
Stocks.
Yeah. This is more easy to predict than stocks, though. I think.
Yeah, much faster turnaround.
Well, you can just see the trends and what's happening with the markets in the world, and it's immediate effect. So,
yeah.
We're not going to bore everybody with financial talk today.
No.
Too late. Well, KJ's been sitting in front of her work for half an hour. I think she's a little late. And KJ, when I asked Issa when, this whole thing with Talon being exposed to COVID with a kid at his daycare, which Talon's test came back negative, I asked Issa if she was going to get tested if his was positive, and she said that it would cost her $10 to get a COVID test. I was like, what? I thought they were free. And she's like, well, they set up free testing sites, and I guess they were going to have one of the schools here, but I can only imagine the backup in traffic and everybody waiting to get those tests, because I don't know. I thought with the pandemic that the government paid for it, but
Well, that's what I'm wondering also now with employers. Are they requiring you to get a test and get a negative test result before you can return to work? And are they paying for that?
Yeah. I mean,
money to be made here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to make my own testing facility and
once more, people that are without will suffer. Just like with everything else, it's they don't care if they kill off the poor.
I'm sorry. I'm just being cynical.
Me too.
I just find it all fascinating. All the perspectives from, and nobody knows nothing. Everybody's guessing. I don't know. It's
yeah, Cajun.
It's
free. Some tests are up to $500. I would die. I what the hell?
I go back to that saying in that about in regards to Stalin. People will you throw them a little bit of crumbs and people will do whatever you want them to do.
There's just no way I'd be able to. I mean, I wouldn't be able to pay for that. It's just not going to happen. Hell, 9 times out of 10, I can't pay for half of my prescriptions, and I get those for $4 at Walmart most of the time. Most of them. So, Larry, what are you doing today?
Don't know yet.
Quit looking up my nose, Kelly.
I might just pack up and go for a road trip.
Yeah.
Travel south.
Why does everybody want to travel south?
Well, because I'm already high north up here. But I'm thinking I might
go farther. Go.
No. And stop maybe when I get to Peru.
Oh, that's south. Got you.
But when you get where?
They won't
Peru.
let you in right now.
But Cody's talking right over you.
Sorry.
Peru. And I can't get in.
Well, where is Peru?
South.
South.
Well, I figured that. I mean, is that Michigan or
along the South American peninsula down? If I go any further, I'll go down to Argentina and I'll get to the South Pole.
Oh, okay.
So it's further south than Chile.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not good at that stuff.
Yeah, I could get down there.
KJ, that's ridiculous. KJ said some of our testing sites here are requiring you to get 2 other tests first, and you had to pay for those too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Saying I would be on death's door and not even bother trying because I can't afford that.
You want to be able to work, you got to get this test.
Mm-hmm.
Watch next. You want to get the next stimulus check, you got to take a test.
Yeah, right. Well, if I have to take a cognitive test, I'm sure I'll pass with flying colors.
So James, how do you feel about maybe the 23rd of August heading down there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I might be in Peru.
Okay.
Callie will be going live from Peru. We'll be like, why are there big birds and monkeys in the background, Callie?
Okay. Well, you gotta let me know if you can't do it 23rd. I might shoot down there a little bit earlier. I was just trying to give you a few weeks.
Yeah, you schedule yourself, and if I'm able to, I'll just jump on the train and go do it.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys closed down anyways right now?
So what now?
Are they allowing travel right now?
As far as I know, they are. They haven't shut down anything yet. They haven't I haven't heard a stay-at-home order yet. Not unless KJ heard it when they're on the last press conference that she watched. Unless they said something.
It was a we have to wait thing for the schools.
Okay.
Yeah, how'd that press conference thing go about the schools and stuff up there?
Well, she let's see. As of now, dear, but it's not looking promising for what, the schools or stay-at-home order.
And both probably.
She said she has friends that work for the county, and they are telling me it's coming.
Okay, yeah, because up here it's up in the air. I think they're giving the parents 2 or 3 different options. They said they can either send their kid to school, keep them home, and do the online. But I never heard the third option.
No, that's not what they're giving parents. That's what they're saying. This is what we have. We have 3 options. We have not decided yet. But
but I didn't hear the third option though.
It'll be a stay at home. It'll be going back to school, and it'll also be a hybrid back to school where it'll be staggered.
Oh.
And if it does go to all of them going back to school, they are considering putting them in pods, like 6 years at that time to get together. And but they have to think about the testing. And do they get the funding from the federal government to be able to do that? A lot of them don't have that money available right now. So that's what's also holding up opening schools.
Yeah.
Mostly for okay.
South Carolina has options for their schools, and my daughter's probably just going to keep my grandkids home and have them online school because they're in 2 different years, and the way that they're doing it, she's just like, one or the other kid is going to be home for 14 days quarantining because there's going to be kids popping positive in the schools.
Yeah.
And then the kids that are in their classes are going to have to quarantine. So, and there's always going to be one kid that's going to have already infected somebody from outside of the area that didn't tell anybody who he was around. She's like, screw it. It's not worth the aggravation. So they can just do it online.
Yeah, they already talked about the buses because people were really concerned about buses. They already said, well, the kids are going to have to be staggered. They're not going to be able to sit with their friends. And you're looking at 1 kid per every 2, maybe 3 seats. They have to, in the morning, they have to load them starting from the back and work up front, offloading at the school. They just go from front to back. The fun part is taking them home because it's going to be totally different.
Now, see, what they should do is this. They just should take everybody, require everyone in the United States to line up at Wall Street, and you have that big brass or bronze bull that's on Wall Street. Everybody should go up to it, and everybody has to lick its lips. You know?
Yeah.
Everybody line up, everybody in the United States, and just everybody lick it, and then go back in line and lick it again.
Okay, that bull is out in the open at all points in time, and I don't want to know what people have done on its lips. I would not be in that line.
And no wiping either. You got to lick it and just be done with it.
Not happening.
No.
Move forward.
No.
No.
I got a flyer.
No. There's a chance you might not get it. I mean, so why even try to get it?
That's why you go back a second time.
No.
Callie, shut up. What,
Yes,
Greg?
No, I got a flyer from the town that they are opening the schools, but it's voluntary to send them there.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
August 20. I don't know, end of August sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the schools in my county have gotten pushed back to September, but our governor won't shut anything down or enforce any. So, I mean, my neighbors were all partying again last night, drunk, stupid, high, and it's not medical high, it's fully recreational. There are kids running around out there. I mean,
if I went to Pennsylvania on a meetup, boom, when I got there, we're locked down.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because it's just the thing that they're thinking about, because some of the buses here, some buses are pretty much maxed, at least last school season, some buses are maxed out with kids. Other buses will only be maybe half full. The other ones are about a quarter full. So,
Well, they're half empty.
And I mean,
you're talking,
too.
To two kids per seat when they're pretty much full.
Yeah. Well.
Oh.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I mean, it's probably gonna be staggering hours.
Later.
So I just may get more hours this year than what I did last year. I mean, if they can't put the same amount of kids on the vans that they did last year.
You'll be working full time.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You're going to be busing kids all day and part of the night, because to stagger, I mean, if you have a full bus, it's how many kids are on a bus if it's full capacity?
No, I'm in a van. It's a 10-person van.
Okay, and you're only going to be able to take how many people?
Probably 1, 2, 3, maybe 4.
So you're going to have to make 3 trips.
Maybe.
All
depends on how many kids I have. Last year, I only had one high school kid last year, and he's too old to go to school now.
Okay. But, I mean, with buses that are full capacity, they fit, like 60 kids on a regular school bus?
He drives the short bus.
I know he does, but on a regular bus, how many kids are capacity?
Maybe 48 kids.
Okay. So think about how many trips those buses are going to have to make. Yeah. Some of these kids are going to get home until 10 o'clock. Either that or they're just going to get to school and they're going to have to turn around and get back on the bus to go home.
Yeah, because with the kid I had last year in high school, he was a super senior, and they can go to school till they're 21, and they're done.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Stay with her if I get locked down. I don't know, KJ. I'd be having 4 kids then.
Right. Think about it. Callie influencing your children.
They would
be time between now and school start. Yep, I already believe that, KJ.
The psycho cat is awake.
Yep, you definitely have to be bamboo in a society it is with us right now.
Can you say that?
Larry's right.
Yeah. I mean, my grandkids don't take the bus. My mom, actually, my daughter drives them to school, and my mom picks them up. So, but the kids all wait outside.
Think about it this way, KJ. The school system is governmental decision making. So it's even worse than that.
My kids would influence Callie.
They tell me all the cool things. What to flush down the toilet? Let's try this. Okay, let's try this.
Yeah, G does look like he's having so much fun, doesn't he?
He's watching the financial market.
No, I sent somebody the wrong thing, and I had to. I offered them a 10% discount after I had to pay for return shipping. Send them, pay to ship the right thing, and I gave them 10% off.
You're so sweet.
Or are they happy?
They didn't ask for it. I offered it to them for my.
But are they happy? That's the thing. Yeah. Are they happy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
I asked them. I said, if you're happy, let me know in the message through eBay, and I'll give you the refund. And they said, yeah, we're very happy. Thank you. I said, so I got it in writing. Yeah, I won't give them a refund right away.
Well, that's a very good lesson learned. Then, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I think
Jennifer, 12 noon here too. But I mean, you just take the stuff there. The mail does not move whatsoever until Monday, but it closes at noon.
KJ,
next week it's going to even be better.
KJ, don't worry about your rants. You are more than welcome to rant all the time. You know that.
You're okay, KJ. No problem.
We love you. I do want to point out,
I like hearing your rants.
I have to point something out. You see the man down there in the corner, right down there with the red hat on. Oh yeah, him right there. See him? See him? He looks so sweet and innocent. He's behaving himself. But notice when he's just in the chat, his ass is saucy. Okay. Now he is behaving himself like you wouldn't believe.
Not great.
False advertising. Yeah, notice the hat is red for a reason. That's not a Nike symbol. That's just one of his horns. Sorry, G. Got a bust on you. You know that.
Mama's boy G.
That's what she calls me.
Yeah, because he needs climate-controlled camping. He was, we were having that conversation about going camping. He was like, "No, if it's not climate control, I'm not going."
I've done it all. I'm too old. I need climate control.
Oh, that was funny though.
I guess we know what to call Greg in the morning chats.
G was all, "I'm not going if it's not climate control," and they were right there with Mama's boy G.
What's funny is I am.
That's what I think. There's the oldest one here, and I'm close to that, but I feel younger than most all y'all. Yeah. I'm like the kid. Oh, I'm too old. Give me a break.
I'm feeling like a kid.
At this point, I could do regular, but I need glamping. I do. I don't need a hotel or a motel or, camper would be nice, but I don't need one. But because I wouldn't be able to get up off the ground because my back would lock up on hard surfaces. So yeah. Glamping would be my thing. Or at least a cot. You know what I mean? I need something that's raised up off the ground, or it's not going to be much of a fun trip for me. I'll be looking at everything from the ground. You shake your head all you want, Callie.
I'm just saying, that's the part of being in camping, and you go barefoot. You get energy from the ground.
Callie, love you dearly. I have peripheral neuropathy. Me stepping on the ground is not a good thing. I can stab myself. That's how I got the injury on my other foot. The one that's not there anymore.
I know.
Jennifer's on my side.
Jennifer's on my side. I have to watch where I put my foot anyway, because I tried to walk across the yard once, and with the numbness in my feet, I almost hit the ground because the ground's uneven, and without being able to feel it, you can't counterbalance, and it's a scary thing. So
I slept on the ground many times in the military in worse conditions in a campground. So sleeping on a nice ground in a campground is very nice. And it's
I
very
used to I used to go camping all the time too, and slept on the ground and slept out without even a tent. But
That's funny.
I love you, KJ.
That's funny.
And KJ is contributing to the problem. Her son is a mama's boy. I'm part of the problem.
I'm noticing
Around is too hard.
my daughter, and she has 3 sisters, and there's a few girls, and then there's only a couple of grandboys. And I've noticed that the grandboys get picked on a lot, and so I'm thankful that I'm now in their lives to where I can teach them, hey, you can stand up yourself, to these women.
You're going to get them killed, Kelly.
Say again? I'm going to get them killed, yes. But I will have them I will teach them to stand up for themselves. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can knock down, but you got to stand up for yourself. So.
True that. Well, I did my time camping on the ground and under the stars and doing campfires and cooking on campfires and all that. But I fell asleep on the floor after my back got bad. And we were just hanging out, watching movies or whatever, and I fell asleep on the floor and my back locked up and I could not move. And it took a lot of John bending me this way or that way, which he found fun, but I was not happy to be able to loosen my back up enough for me to get up. So camping on the ground right now is just not a good plan.
Yeah, you can try camping in a frozen foxhole in Korea in the middle of the winter.
Back in that time when they could actually be, yelling in your face and all that without you going, pink slip, I want my mommy. I wouldn't have been able to handle that. I would have punched someone in the face. I'm not good with people yelling in my face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, John wanted my son to go in the military, and I looked at him. I said, "That boy does not have the mentality. He wouldn't even make it through boot camp. He'd end up punching his drill sergeant in the face." Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, he'd get hurt and he'd get booted, but that's what would happen because I've seen what happens when someone yells in his face, and it's not good. So he has impulsive destructive disorder. He can take a lot, and he has a lot of patience, but if you actually are right here in his face screaming at him, expect a full body tackle. You're going to go airborne. I've seen it happen. It was awesome, but still not the mentality for military.
Yeah, I need to have more campfires again outside.
We can't have fires. We're in city limits.
I haven't had one. I haven't had a campfire in like 3 years.
We are not allowed.
Yeah, back in California, we'd have bonfires all the time. We were out in the country.
Oh yeah. John grew up in California, and he told me about the beach bonfires and all that because he was a surfer. Him and Gary would have gotten along.
Oh, a fire pit made out of bricks.
We had to have our
animals. What are you doing back there?
We were near the forest, so we're right there. Yeah.
Well, he actually did DNR work for the Forestry Service when he was in prison. When they had forest fires out there, they would send the prisoners out there to clear ground and stuff like that. He did not like it, but he did it.
Yeah.
It was important, and they took volunteers because they wouldn't force anybody to go near fire, but he volunteered, and it was an important thing to try and keep the fires from getting to towns, and people's homes.
When were you there, Ray? I was curious on that. I saw the Olympics in Korea.
Well, then he would be there when there were the Olympics in Korea.
I was there. I saw the Olympics in Korea. I was asking when he was there.
Oh, sorry.
Ah, yep.
That has to go on video. That's a must.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I just chopped my couch up with a saw to get it out of my house. I didn't set it on fire or anything. I did burn down my backyard, though, on purpose.
Wow.
It was controlled burn. Didn't get out of control.
Controlled burn. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. It was controlled burn. That's good.
45 feet at a time. Hey, social workers told me that I had to cut my yard, and I had absolutely no options to do it, so fire.
Okay, so what are the numbers there, Ray?
That's when he was in Korea.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Yeah, multiple tours. Yeah. Well, my when I went there, it was 88 to 89, and my sergeant who was there, he was there pretty much his whole career. His 18 years.
Wow.
He did 1 year in the States, went to Korea, and left and stayed there. And kept re-enlisting and stayed there. Yeah.
John's
When
father.
when you're overseas, you get an automatic stateside, and if you choose to stay overseas, you get extra benefits when you re-enlist.
Yeah. The only time I liked it when I was over there was I was getting the duty hazard pay. That was getting extra money to tax-free.
Well, I had the jump status, so I had hazardous duty pay, and I went from overseas to overseas. I went from Korea to Germany, and they give me 2 weeks vacation free, paid for.
Yeah, because I was over there during Beirut bombings, and then I was in the Gulf War, and then the Desert Shield or Desert Storm, whichever one it was.
I got out just before that. I said, okay, I've had enough. I went to Panama and Honduras and all that crap. And then they had the thing with the oil. And I said, okay, no, I'm done. And I got out and I said, well, you're on the inactive reserve, so we're calling you back up. So I was watching the war for the first 30 days, and we were getting called up, and then they said, okay, it's over. All right.
Then we were coming home, like 2 weeks late coming home because we were a test ship to see if we can go from 100-degree weather to North Atlantic weather within about a 2-week period.
John's father was 22 years in the Navy. He did 2.5 tours on him. So John was really proud of his dad. John was going to go in the Navy, but he ended up in some legal issues.
And the North Atlantic was awesome. We saw, it wasn't really cold, but we saw icebergs. I never saw icebergs before. That was awesome.
I'm sorry, if I'm on a ship, I don't want to see icebergs. Hello, Titanic.
I've never seen those. I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen an iceberg. Yeah,
it's been it's awesome.
I gotta put that on my bucket list now.
I'd be like, nope. Get the icebergs the hell away from me. Thank you.
I can volunteer for one of the expedition ships and go on that.
Just go out to Alaska.
No, I want to go south.
Yeah, we even got
you have to go
North Atlantic. We got a certificate for doing a Blue Nose.
You got to go way, 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 way south, like all the way to the other poles to see icebergs if you go south.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm planning to go to Peru.
I don't think you're going to see icebergs in Peru.
I'm just almost there. I'm closer there than I am here to the North Pole.
Yeah.
Cats, gotta love them. Cats are like men. Can't live with them, can't live with them.
I worked with a lady who
71,
migrated from
72.
Peru to the United States. She was born in Peru.
Really?
My job, yeah.
KJ. I
Okay.
see.
Oh, yeah,
That's on a cruise or something. Oh, okay.
that's an awesome show there, KJ. But I missed it this year.
My brother was he was 60,
I don't know.
68 to 69.
Cats have lost their minds.
Okay. In Vietnam.
Oh my God.
KJ.
Oh my God.
I will tell you, laser lights distract both too.
He's on one today.
If you hear ranting, my son is gaming. So, well, if you hear ranting and it's not me.
Yeah, there's more than what Mark Twain. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Stop saying that. That's so disgusting.
So KJ, it sounds like we have a TV show in common, and you like that show, and so do I.
Oh, look, they have something in common.
Cool.
Yeah, my nephew, he's on his last 2 years. He's in the Marines, Master Sergeant. He in Japan. He just went off to Japan for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So thank you for your service.
Went into 17.
Retired at 37.
37. Yeah, I didn't retire.
Is that the dog? Get that cat.
He does.
Deadliest catch right there.
Ah!
Those catfish come from the fight. Yeah.
She does. She doesn't like it when they start doing their whole wrestling thing near the bed. It's the dog's bed. My whole entire bed is the dog's bed. She does not like the cats fighting on the bed. So she will chase them off or away from the bed if they get. All right.
So KJ, how did that show do this season? I totally missed it.
I've never gotten into the Deadliest Catch.
Yeah,
Never got into that show.
that's awesome. That's an awesome show.
John used to watch it, and I'd walk in and look at the screen and be like, "Yep, bye." It's not a thing that I.
Yeah, I totally missed the beginning of it because I didn't know when it was starting. So I totally missed the start of it.
Shush.
I don't watch a lot of those kind of shows anymore. I used to watch Ice Road Truckers forever.
Oh, John loved that show too. He did, and he actually watched the Bush people until he found out that they weren't real. That none of them actually were from Alaska, and they just set this thing up for the show, and he was like, he was so pissed off, and I was like, I told you so. Because some of the stuff they were doing isn't something that someone who had knowledge of animals or the way that the forest works would do.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, well, that's wrong, but then again, what do I know? I don't live there either. So, but then it came out that they were just total bullshit. So I was like, wonder who told you that?
Yeah.
Reality TV, which is all scripted.
Yeah, the Ice Road Truckers, where they got a bunch of them from different seasons that went to India to try to drive those roads in India.
Wow.
It was like a short season. Oh my God. The one guy left after he got there, drove a little bit. He said, nope. Turned around.
On some of the roads in India, only like these little tiny cliffs.
Yeah. And they're driving these trucks. There was Lisa. Lisa was my favorite. The blonde Lisa.
Yeah.
She went. Alex went. Alex was the older.
I don't know. John watched it. John liked those shows, like the Ice Road Truckers and things like Deadliest Catch, and then he liked anything military, and he liked horror. So 9 times out of 10, when I walked in the room and saw what he was watching, I'd be like, "Yep, I'll be in my room. Bye. Love ya. See ya."
Larry ran off again, huh?
Yeah, Larry did a runner.
Yeah, Jennifer, that India one was just
Real reality TV is Big Brother, right? You're talking to the wrong person. I'm not the conspiracy person. That would be Callie.
that what you couldn't fake that the way going up them mountains and everybody's on top of each other, and then half the slips fell off.
Sounds kinky.
Half the road already fell off, so they got to
no.
That wasn't fake.
I wouldn't even walk those roads. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Is this
isn't Big Brother a TV show?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are talking about? I missed the whole conversation.
I thought he was talking Big Brother, like 1984 type of Big Brother. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's a TV show. I've heard of it.
Talking about India on the roads?
I was talking about Ice Road Truckers, but it wasn't. Oh. It was in India. They kept the name, but it was hot as hell.
All the ice was gone.
Yeah. But driving up the mountains where half the roads are falling off and
Deadliest Roads. That's yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Cajun, I don't really watch TV, and I don't watch those kind of reality shows. That's with like actors, and yeah, no, I don't.
You've never been
I won't watch the Bachelor either. Good morning, Mother's Mustache.
I don't watch any of that stuff anymore. Kind of show.
I mean, I like fake TV, but I like it in like science fiction or something like CSI or Criminal Minds or something like that. I know that it's made up and they're not pretending that it's real,
Yeah.
I saw a sitcom a few years ago. Started watching it with Jack Ryan with on the TV series. So I started. I see they're 2 years into it now. So I'm catching up with that on that Soap Today thing. The website. I like that one. It's the Tom Clancy.
Yeah. Yeah, John liked the Jack Ryan stuff too. John liked the Tom Clancy video games too. All of those. Can you hear my son?
Yeah.
That's because he's playing on a video game?
Yeah, he's in the room on the other side of that wall right there.
That's okay.
And he's playing his game. Well, he's yelling at his team.
Oh, okay.
Just wait, it can get graphic.
I thought he was just yelling at the video game.
Well, no, he's on gaming online, so he gets people in his lobby. See, and that's not even him being loud. Welcome to my world.
A hard time socializing today.
Wait till you hear where he's going to put his fist. That one's always fun. Yeah. You guys think I'm bad. Oh, now he's yelling at his dog. But yeah.
Sitting there, what did I do?
Hear a lot of F-bombs.
Oh, yeah.
Which fucking one?
Okay.
Now we can mute you.
Yeah. Sorry. Such a proud parental moment, let me tell you. KJ, it gets so much better as they get older. His birthday is tomorrow. He'll be 26. Yep. Oh, the joy.
You might run out and buy another truckload. Now, I used to watch Survivor. I watched Survivor, but not anymore. I just like that one where it was the pirate type episode where they had that one big guy. He was just stealing stuff everybody else was collecting. I thought that was fantastic.
My mother liked one of those. It was either Survivor or Lost. I'm not sure which one of those silly things that she watched. And then John was like, "Hey, look, they got naked people out in the wild." I'm like, "Why haven't they constructed clothes yet?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "They're not really alone because somebody is filming them."
Yeah.
It was Saturday Night Live did a spoof on
Yeah.
Naked and Afraid where it had the dwarf guy from Game of Thrones, and
the little guy.
and he brought, I forget what thing he brought, and she said, "Well, I brought hot sauce because I'm going to be eating you." The whole show, he's got the spear keeping her away from him, and she's just licking her lip. You're going to be good eating. That was just funny.
Yeah, it was so funny because John got so excited to watch these people survive out in the wild and they don't even have clothes on. I'm like, John, I was like, John, they're not alone. There's a camera crew following them around. The camera crew has food. They're not going to let them starve. I'm like, don't be stupid. And he was like, oh shit, never thought of that. I'm like,
yeah.
So yeah. And he was a Virgo. It was supposed to be him that was pointing out the logical stuff, but not the Aquarius.
Yeah, the show was Naked and Afraid, but they did a spoof on it. It was fucking hysterical.
Oh, see, now my son's in the clear. Kelly's like, screw it. Larry, we love you. We just tanked your channel.
The skit was perfect.
I was trying to.
The privates.
I'm trying to message Victoria and see if she can check something for me.
She's still asleep.
Okay.
I know, but when she has a chance, I need her to check on something for me.
Let's just call her. Shall we call her?
No, don't call her. Don't call her.
He's just trying to get payback because she called him the other day.
Where's
Kelly? Where's Kelly?
Everybody was worried about him.
I wasn't worried.
She's going to be pissed you wake her up.
Well, it's 10 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they're doing it around here, Mother's Mustache. Since I don't resell, I have no interest in pallets, so I have no idea if the ones in my area are doing it or not. I know KJ's are, because she got some. That's how I know.
Mother, what is your name?
Mother's.
Victoria asked this once before.
Yeah, but we don't have her cheat sheet.
Ansley.
Stephanie?
Ansley, yeah.
Ansley.
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 Yeah.
Better memory than me. I blame it on the weed. Well, you're just older than me, Greg. Guten Tag.
Hola. Bonjour.
There's so much away. They do it in compactor trash. I can't even go digging. Yeah.
Walmart does that. The Walmart I worked at did that. All the trash went in the compactor.
Yeah, so it can't be usable. Can't be.
And they threw away a lot of usable stuff. It used to make me cry.
One of my very first jobs was working at Woolworths. And
Mine too.
We had to take all the inventory that was being thrown away. We had to make sure it was even broke up more so. Like aquariums, we had to just throw them and break them.
Yep.
Fun, but yeah.
Book covers all had to be torn off. I actually had the lady that in the book department. She used to give me a ton of books because she just Yeah, all she had to do was tear the covers off. I mean, I couldn't sell them anywhere. I'd give them away to people. Hey, you want books to read or whatever? But, she'd tear the covers off because the covers had to be sent back to the publisher or distributor or whatever. And then the books would all get thrown in the dumpster. And my mom saw that and she's like, oh, my daughter reads voraciously. So, she'd give her like big shopping bags full of books for me. It was pretty cool. But yeah, the amount of waste in this country is unbelievable. It makes me cry. It really does.
Yeah. So it's Kathy's last video again. Just me, Kathy did another dumpster dive. Yeah.
KJ explained to me why they do it, because they have to fill out, instead of filling out all the paperwork to donate it, it's just easier to throw it away.
Yeah.
And avoid
then they get upset, like when Kathy goes to the dumpster and grabs some stuff to donate it, they get upset over that.
Yeah.
There is a liability issue for the company for somebody going into their trash cans. And if they get hurt, they can get sued. Well, you should have had it more secure. So there's a liability issue.
The thing is, though, if you're allowed to go in it because it's not up against the building or in a fence, but then you're allowed to go in it, I don't think they should be with the liability thing if somebody gets hurt.
It is their property, so they are liable. So they have to secure it.
I don't know if it's legal here or not. I know the homeless people go dumpster diving all the time. I had a guy that was staying with me that went dumpster diving in the CVS dumpster, and he got a lot of good stuff out of there. So he gave me some. I wasn't going to argue. Thank you.
Yeah, there's so many loopholes I had to jump through. Okay. Yeah.
Now we had, I don't know if he still does it or not, but we had a manager from the Bilo grocery store here that as soon as the bread hit the expiration date, he would gather it all up and take it to a church that he would go to, and they did meals every day. You could go in there at noon and get food, and it was free. And there'd be this huge bin of bread that you can, take from. And it wouldn't just be bread. It would be like, pies and things like that. And they're like, it would be like on or the next day from the expiration date. So it was still good.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he had to do in order to do that, but I thought it was really awesome that he was doing that to help people that didn't have food, because we had to go there many times and get food because we didn't have any. So that was our only meal of the day, is what we got from that church for meal.
Do you ever see treasure hunters or treasure hustlers? Jackie and Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of food that they pulled out of a dumpster one day, and the stuff was still good, and they took it all home, and they were making sandwiches out of it. All the stuff they got.
Yeah.
Stuff is still within date. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yep. And there are homeless people that, or people, not even just homeless people, but people like we were, at the time. All our kids except Talon were grown. So it was, the 3 adults and a 6-year-old, and he was 4 or 5 at the time. But
the stuff was still sealed up. There was still brand new packages. All the stuff was getting out of food, they were getting out of the dumpster. I'm like, wow.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that I would stay away from is anything refrigerated. Anything that needed to be refrigerated, because you don't know, even if it feels cold, you don't know how long it's been in the dumpster. So I would avoid things like yogurt, just as an example.
Well,
but
some people chance it.
Yeah, but
you just don't eat a lot of it and see if you get sick. If you don't get sick, you're fine.
See, John would chance it, but we wouldn't let him chance it with Talon. You know what I'm saying? You don't give it to the child. We're not taking that chance. We don't need to be dealing with a pukey baby.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's absolutely disgusting, the amount of things that get wasted in this country, and yet then they charge you a fortune for it when it's in the store. It's like, go ahead.
I was saying, just me, Kathy's video. There's cases of unopened, frozen DiGiorno pizzas. I don't know if anyone watched it. All brand new, never opened.
Yeah.
It was, but it's no good. It's thawed out.
Right. Hi, Callie. Welcome back.
Hello. Might be taking off here real quick.
Okay.
Nope, not yet. That's what I've missed.
I don't know. I mean, they've had people on the news years ago that, shopping through the grocery store dumpsters and things they throw out. If something has one little spot on it, boom, it gets thrown out. And yet I'm looking at my grocery store and the vegetables and stuff have all kinds of spots. I'm like, you people are slacking, But they followed this woman around and she was pulling all kinds of food out. And she said she loves the organic places because you can get really expensive organic food for free out of their dumpsters. And she probably pulled about $300 worth of usable food out of like 4 dumpsters in her town. And, she had it all spread out in her kitchen and everything. Her kitchen was just completely covered in vegetables and, just everything. Vegetables, fruits, all kinds of stuff. And I mean, she's like, family could live on this for quite some time. I'm like, mine could, I'm like, gimme. But yeah, so Texas is supposed to get a hurricane today. I don't check the news. The news just depresses me.
Well, just the weather.
I hope everybody stays safe and nobody gets blown away.
There's something out in the Atlantic and something in the Gulf.
Joyous.
Oh, okay.
And the Pacific, go heading towards Hawaii.
Jesus.
There's another one, a third.
Yeah, one gonna hit Hawaii, going towards that way. It's the first one. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, I don't weather anymore.
I know it's not that common in Hawaii, but it does happen.
Yeah. Well, Ainsley, I'm a weather hound. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I am too. Okay.
This is donkey. Donkey holds my
donkey.
Donkey.
I said donkey. That actually looks more like a horse, but okay, go with donkey.
Donkey.
Yeah, I'm a weather hound too, Anthony.
I am amazed that I am in the one tiny little corner of South Carolina that usually doesn't get nailed dead on by any of the hurricanes that hit South Carolina. I can work with that. I mean, we get strong winds, we get bad rains, we get microbursts and uprooted trees and whatnot, and like shingles coming off the roofs, stuff like that, but not massive flooding or bad damage. I mean, serious damage from hurricanes, which, I can work with that. That works for me.
Yeah.
Because, they show like the eye and then the outer bands of the hurricanes. Yeah. And if you see it, it'll be like covering the entire state except that one little tiny corner up in the northwest of South Carolina. That's me. That's where I am. Yeah. Yep. I don't know why, but
I remember when I lived in Florida, it was 2005 when 4 of them like crisscrossed.
Yeah.
Or whatever, Florida. And this one, it was on the backside, but you could walk out and look up and see the round bands. Now on the backside, because we were on the backside, and it's not that bad. It even hardly rained, but you could look up and see the round bands.
Yeah, nature is amazing. It really is. It's not amazing when it's getting shoved up your butt, but it's amazing nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not dangerous, but
yeah.
The front right quadrant is the worst.
Now, the only time I don't like watching majorly severe storms in my area is at night because I can't see nothing coming. During the day,
yeah,
I mean, we can get as bad as it wants. I mean, I can see it ahead of time, no problem.
Good morning, Dave Marie. Yeah,
Well,
I like to see things coming at me too.
Grandkids, so everybody have a great day today. But I'm gone. I'm out.
Bye. Have a good
Well,
day.
have a good one, James.
Okay, have a good one, James. Thanks for dropping in.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now we can talk about him.
It's
My dad was a weather hound. He was constantly, and I mean, back then, you had to have the weather thing on your radio. So he was constantly carrying around his little radio with him, and I'm like,
the golden. I gotta update YouTube to get that link.
Golden Triangle weather page. Okay.
Probably not.
So, gee, is this where your butt's going to be planted all day, where we see you right now?
No, I gotta run. I got 2 big packages to pack up before noon. Then I gotta make a run to Akron, which is about an hour each way.
That sounds so exciting. Make a run to Akron.
I hate going out to find stuff. Usually I have it come to me. I hate thrifting. I hate bins. I don't do none of that.
Yay, reselling!
No, I have not seen that weather page. I just opened up. That looks interesting.
Well, save it to your favorites, Larry, and I almost said Callie. Victoria-itis. Save it, and then you can go back to it. And then you don't have to remember the name of it.
Mm. Yeah, last night got a little bit funny on that auction. That was she was about to spit something out that she didn't want to.
Oh, you mean when Victoria said full frontal and we all heard her and she tried to make it like you didn't hear her? Yeah, that was hysterical. Everybody in chat is like, we know what you said. I was like, and Victoria goes full frontal. Yep.
Yeah, I popped in for a second because I went over to eat because I had all this shit still running over here. And I said, hi, I'm leaving. Bye. Saw me pop in there for a minute.
Everybody was like, gee, don't go. No.
Yeah.
It's nice to be loved, isn't it?
It'll wear out after a little bit.
Poor Victoria. You were right there, too. You didn't. Please, he plays all innocent like he does nothing. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi,
Jennifer.
Well, good morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
I'm good.
I'm good
that you're good.
Good.
I'm good that you're good that she's good.
Makes me good.
What are you doing today, Jennifer?
I had to go to the post office and mail a sale. That's about it.
Okay.
Jennifer, do you have a printer?
Yep.
Catherine and Lane stores are closing.
Lane Bryant stores. Lane Bryant stuff is so expensive. If you guys dumpster dive near a Lane Bryant, grab stuff out of Lane Bryant if you can, because large sizes sell really well. I have noticed that, and being a larger size person.
I don't think I have one of those. I don't think I had those anywhere close. I've never heard of them.
Well, you're not a big person, and you're not female, so you wouldn't have heard of Catherine's or Lane Bryant probably.
Okay. But, so I know nothing about those stores. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, the only place you could find large sizes was Lane Bryant, and their clothes were ugly. I can tell you that because I had to shop there when I was a teenager. Well, hello. Dog is like, arr. So yeah, if there's anybody out there that dumpster dives that's near those stores, definitely try and grab their stuff because I don't think I've ever been in a Catherine's, but I know Lane Bryant store. I can't afford even a t-shirt. They want like $30-$40 for their t-shirts. It's crazy, and large sizes sell pretty well. What, Jennifer?
So go to Goodwill. You can afford a shirt there. You can find new shirts there too.
Yeah, I do that, but I'm just saying, when I was a kid, and when I've walked through the mall, like in the past, they had some really cool shirts. I think it was in Florida a few years back, and my roommate at the time, the crazy one, she dragged me to the mall. She was
I shop at
driving.
the mall.
I had no choice.
Yeah.
And
I shop at clearance racks there.
Yeah, Lane Bryant. I actually got a skirt at Lane Bryant's. It was only $7. It was a $35 skirt. So, yes, I bought a skirt. But it was cool. It was like full length, and I liked it.
Good tossing. Wow.
Nice.
A lot of people never think to go to Goodwill. It's just not in their Goodwill. That's for poor people. That's how they think. That's how
I am a poor person, so yeah, I have no problem shopping at thrift stores, and
but they're okay.
I love the thrift store.
Poor people go buy it and flip it and sell it, and they buy it, but that's okay.
Yeah, right. As long as they're not seen in the charity shops or they're okay. My mom is like that. My mom would never. She'll take used clothes from friends for like the kids or whatever, but my mom would never go to a Goodwill or any of that. But I mean, when my kids were younger, we had to, kids' clothes are expensive. They're really expensive. So we were like, yep, Goodwill, Salvation Army. We had we have another thrift place here that's local that we went to. And, whenever we had things to donate that were in good condition, we also donated to these places too. So it wasn't just, I don't know, but it got really good deals. And I actually had a hard time finding clothes in those places. They did not have a large sizes. I don't know if I was just getting there too late or if people just I don't know. I keep my clothes until they fall apart. So maybe other people do too, and there's nothing to donate. I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, clearance rack.
I need a picture. I don't like looking at that. Cool.
Nice, KJ. Very nice. I've never understood this. I guess there's a stigma to it from a long time ago. I don't know, but I'm like, get over it, I don't have a problem shopping in those places. Because, well, with our local charity, I like shopping there better because I know that the money actually goes into programs for the people in our county. I tried to get help from Salvation Army. Yeah. They wouldn't help.
Dana, did you get your new mic yet?
Someone asked her that earlier. She said no, she's still waiting for it.
Oh. Okay, so I got
I remember going into Goodwill and Salvation Army when I was younger, when I first moved to Florida. And the prices were higher than the stores for brand new stuff. I was like, it just shocked me.
My Goodwill.
Okay. She had delivery, so I'm guessing no show this weekend then.
The post office told me my informed deliveries told me I was supposed to receive a package yesterday. And after the time it said it was supposed to arrive, then all of a sudden that was gone and it was back to when it arrived at the facility in Greenville. I'm like, really? So now it's supposed to be delivered today. We'll see.
Okay.
I still have that package from Walmart that's sitting in Greenville because it was damaged and they haven't even told me about it. If it wasn't for me going on my tracking, I wouldn't even know where it is. I'm like, that's rude. If you guys wrecked my package, you should be informing me about it. But
well, if Dana, if it's come by UPS, be there before 8 or before 9.
But yeah, we went into Salvation Army after we were here for a little while. We had a water leak, and unfortunately it was on our side of the meter. and our water bill, because we didn't even know we had a leak until we got the water bill, and it was like $250. And normally our water bill was like $25, $30. So we were like, what is going on? The water company came out and checked it, and they fixed it. But they said that we were responsible for that bill because it was on our side as a meter. And I'm like, great, thanks.
I had the same thing happen to me
Yeah.
in my house in Florida. I know I keep bringing up Florida. I was there for 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
The sprinkler broke. It was all sprinklers around.
Yeah.
But it broke, and the water was seeping into the ground. And got the bill. It was like $450 for the water bill.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember the neighbors called me at work and said, because the water was running down the street, coming out from under the grass, running down to the drain.
Right.
And it was crazy. But they said I was responsible for paying it.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't pay it, and we were going to end up with the water shut off. So we went to the Salvation Army for help, and they said, we're sorry, but water is not considered a utility. We cannot help you. I was like, okay, but social services considers it a utility. If you get it shut off, they take away your kids if you have no water. It's a utility. It says right here, it's a utility. I'm getting a utility bill for water. That means it's a utility. They wouldn't help. My mom ended up having to help us with that bill, and I was so pissed off that I had to borrow money from my mother. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm all grown up now, Mom. Can I borrow money? You know what I mean? It was horrible. And we never tried to get help from Goodwill, but we did know a few people in town that had signed up for different programs that they had, like educational programs, and they ended up getting letters saying that the program was canceled. So Goodwill never helped anybody that tried to get help that we knew of either. So I'm like, where is the money going? And then I read all those things about what their CEOs get, and I'm like, oh, that's where it's going. So yeah, I'd be more enthusiastic about going to those places if I knew that it was actually helping the people in our area, and it's not. But I go there because our Goodwill actually has really good prices. I got my little tiny mini crock pot for my jewelry making for $5, and I didn't think it was going to work because it was it didn't say tested on it or anything, so I didn't think it was going to work, but it did, and it still works.
So. Marie has a question. If anyone wants to help her. G.
What?
J. Marie has a question about PayPal something. I don't know. Read it.
Oh.
How about that one?
I don't use PayPal, so.
I've never heard of that. Don't make
PayPal's been having a lot of issues lately. I would definitely suggest keeping track of that, because if you've tried 3 times and it said successfully paid, but then asked you to pay again, you might have just paid for that 3 times. So
I would take screenshots.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't pay it again if it said you already paid.
I wouldn't pay it either.
But if you could take a screenshot and save it.
Is this an online auction that you're doing, or like a person that's sending you an invoice for an auction?
She did it in eBay.
12 cents maybe? It's 12 cents
eBay.
Yeah, she won this auction.
Yeah, something's fucked up.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sorry.
Fine. I curse all day long.
Okay, she checked her bank account. It's not being taken out of it. But eBay gives her a confirmation message saying I successfully paid. Then later on, eBay still has it in her cart and says pay up. I would say screw it. You don't need it that bad, depending on what it is. But yeah, that's definitely odd.
Yeah, I take screenshots of everything. I get people to admit everything, and for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Take screenshots of that.
Is that something that seller could manipulate, or is that just snafus on either eBay or PayPal?
No, that's on PayPal's end.
Okay.
Okay.
Weird. Weird.
Yeah, I signed up for managed payments, but I'm not on them yet.
Yeah.
But I'm signed up for them.
Jeez, that's funny. I don't even know what the item is. That's a riot. That's hysterical. You crazy girl.
I'm still laughing. I don't even know what the item is.
Chris. I said I keep saying that because all the crazy shit happened in Florida to me.
You're close enough. You're close enough, Kate. Cajun lives in Florida by osmosis.
Yeah.
Florida has gained Cajun-ism
You can.
by osmosis. There you go. You're gonna have to move to the other side of the country, Chris, for it to not work anymore. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. So with the 24-hour auction, does that mean our the benefit auction record was crashed out because they're going 24 hours and
no, this is just a Christmas special, that's all.
Yeah, but it's still an auction that's going on for 24 hours. Although they're switching channels and have different people. So
yeah, they have they're switched between 3 different channels.
Yeah, and they have different hosts and they,
No, it's only T. It'll be on T's channel for a few hours.
I know T's, Donna's, and Robin's. I know.
They end at 9 o'clock tonight.
What I'm saying is that the auction for Fluffy and Squashy just had the same 3 people on it as their main people, and they stayed on it for the whole time, So individualize that shit.
Well, it's kind of hard to stay on for 24 hours.
I could do it.
I can't do that anymore.
I'd be dead out for 3 days afterwards, but I could do it.
I've been on for 10 minutes. I have nothing to say. I would never be able to stay on that long.
Tell us the story, Jennifer.
I don't run out of words.
They're all bad stories. I want to hear.
You were killing me. It said the little Mexican kid kept peeing on your car.
He peed on my car.
Oh my God.
He peed all up and down the whole side of it.
Why?
Up and down, up and down. I don't know. His family don't watch him. I don't know. He's outside in his pajamas every day by himself. He's like 4 years old. He's out there in some winter pajamas. On him.
Cool.
Horrible parenting drives me crazy.
And I got the weirdo kid lives on the next street over here all the time too. He's like my son's age, but comes and hangs out with my little daughter. And he had a yard sale in my yard the other day, and then he's trying to shove his crap over into the empty trailer next door to me. Like, take your shit back home.
Chris said Thrift Store Gold did a 24-hour live stream. That was fun. Cool.
Well, so did Chris Green for a fundraiser.
I don't know any of those people.
No, he's a huge Amazon person.
No, he's not. I don't know him. No.
Well, he's the one that actually started. He talked to Amazon, and he started the merch program.
He's probably huge in your world, Larry, but he's not huge in mine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is way before you people were even on YouTube. Yeah, because he has 2 books out that are huge sellers. One online arbitrage, and the other one's retail.
Good for him. My hair drives me crazy. Ugh.
Yeah, me and James knew him like about 10 years ago.
Cool.
Have you been on that long, Larry? YouTube?
Yeah, 10 to 15 years. Yeah.
Holy moly.
I just never made. I just know I was always joining. I never made. I never made any stream because that's when Streamer wasn't even around. It was all Google, and that's when you could have like 10 to 15 people. Everybody was in a line, and the person who would be talking would be highlighted. You didn't have to do it; it did it automatically.
Yeah,
you highlighted.
I remember that. Why did they ever quit Google? The Google.
James can explain it better. I don't know what happened.
Probably had something to do with money.
So I mean, everybody that we hung out with back then doesn't really. There's a couple of people that are coming back, but that's about it. A lot of them don't do YouTube anymore.
But now you have me, so it's okay.
Yeah, everybody got burnt out because there was one guy that did a morning show for 2 hours Monday through Friday. And then after that, he ended it, and it was a hangout, and that went all day long. Everybody was talking, working. It just lasted all day long, 5 days a week.
Cool. I keep getting stuff in my eye. It's driving me crazy.
He would leave, but keep the stream going.
First our goal is how Victoria and I met. They used to do a ton of live streams. That's what Cajun said.
So what now?
Cajun said Thrift Store Gold is how he and Victoria met. They used to do a ton of live streams.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I forgot how I met them. They decided to do a show, and I think it was that. I mean, that's the first time I became friends with both of them on Facebook. I jumped into their show, and they threw their Facebook page in there, and became friends with both of them. And how long ago that was, I couldn't tell you. But according to YouTube, with their last working show they did together was 5 months ago, and I could swear it was longer than that.
I used to watch a lot, but I never interacted in the chat or nothing.
Yeah, because they used to do the Zip It and Listen show, and according to YouTube, the last one they did was 5 months ago. And
I met most of you crazy people when I went on Every Day I'm Hustling's channel to help him get to 1,000.
Okay.
And then went on him and Anthony's show the next morning and met more of you crazy people.
Yeah.
When I first started, though, I was just watching. When I started, I think the first one of you nutballs that I watched was What the Hales, one of their videos of the storage locker. And I didn't even know there were chats. When I hit a live stream and found out there were chats, I was so happy. I was like, oh, I can communicate with people. Whoop. And then it wouldn't let me do anything until I acknowledged it, that I was a channel. And I'm like, what the hell? So, yeah, that's why I have a channel that has nothing on it. Although I have 54 subscribers now.
So put something on.
Cool.
Awesome.
The only thing that I would be able to videotape is what you're seeing right now.
Grab some beads. Get someone to bring your beads over, all your stuff, and set it up. Your hands still work. You can make some jewelry.
My hands actually don't work all that well, but it's not possible. All my beading stuff is buried. No, and I don't let other people touch my stuff.
Yeah, my
supplies and stuff. I'm so OCD about my supplies.
Yeah, my thrift stores aren't too good. I've been trying to find yard sales, but there's nothing close right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even let John touch my supplies. That should tell you something. And John could touch just about anything in my room that he wanted to, but not the supplies.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a thing. Well, especially with John, actually, because he would touch things and not put them back where they go. And there are a few things that I am very organized about, and that's my kitchen and my beading supplies and my files on my computer. And I micromanage all three of those things.
Yeah.
So you pick up a tool and you put it down, 3 inches from where it was supposed to be, and I'm gonna rip your head off. So yeah, it wasn't worth letting him touch anything. And my son would not be careful, and he's the only one that I would be able to have go digging through things if I was able to get to them. So yeah. And people are just like, grab some beads and some whatever, and maybe there's a little more to it than that. There's more things that you need in front of you in order to bead correctly. And I have cats. I can't. I would need too much thread, and the cats are young, so everything that moves is theirs. I mean, hell, my cat plays fetch better than my dog. She does. If I crumple up a store receipt and throw it, she'll bring it back to me and throw it at me. She'll and throw it at me. It's so funny, though, when she tries to get the dog to do it. If I ignore her, she'll go over to my dog and spit the piece of paper out on the dog, and the dog looks at her like, what the hell are you doing? But, yeah, if it moves, the cats will attack it. And that's more hassle right now than I can deal with.
So Greg, does any of that stuff behind you move?
It moves.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, see, Jennifer, how I can lose something in this place? You have no idea.
Don't worry,
No, it
Gene.
looks like
My house all the time.
This is
It
the
looks like my
dining
room.
room. This is the dining room.
that looks
Wow.
like my bedroom.
This is the
That's not your-
hallway.
It's not your house, though.
Let me see.
That's your house next door. That's your mansion.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, I don't live on this side. I'm trying to reach the camera around. See all this shit? Wow.
Is every room full like that? Every
This is the
room.
living room. This is the living room. It's all these shit is full. Floor to see. They're all full.
Wow.
How many floors do you have
It
there?
looks like my room.
This site has 4 floors.
I like your keyboard.
Yeah, I like that keyboard too. Does it turn purple?
That's what I like.
Oh,
the
you
purple.
saw it? Yeah, it does different colors. I leave it on red.
I like purple.
So do I. Purple's my favorite.
Purple rocks.
Change of purple.
It does, KJ.
Purple is the best. Yeah, it looks like my room. Although you have more space than I do in my room.
I have crap all over my house too.
Yeah, but don't you have other floors doing stuff on it?
Yeah, there's the basement, which I do have. I don't have a whole lot of. I got shit down there too, but there's 2 bedrooms and the bathroom are full of shit. and I have stuff in the 3rd floor or 4th floor. But it's mostly boxes.
So do you have a bedroom that you sleep in, or you just sleep on the floor somewhere?
No, I live next door.
He has a duplex.
Yeah, this is just one half of the duplex, but I live on the other side.
He lives on one side and the other side for his storage.
Yeah. Yeah, I just
You
walk.
have- You actually have more room.
That's
You
his
actually have
work.
more room to walk around and move around in than I have in my room. Yeah.
Well, plus my basement is full of shit too. And then I
Right.
ended up moving over here just to
My
use a
house is
teeny little space in the middle of the living room.
And look what happened.
Hey, Greg, you got to stop buying stuff for a while.
I know. One last run. This is it. I did wipe them all out.
Gee,
Mm-hmm.
that like
Isn't that what you
three
said
runs
last
ago. I heard that 3 runs ago, G. 3
I
runs
know,
ago.
but they kept
Here's
adding
that
a couple here and there.
Yeah, and they're
That
gonna
is
keep
Gary.
adding a couple more. You're never gonna move.
Gee, you're as bad as Gary. Gary's like, I gotta stop buying. I gotta stop going to these auctions. I'll pop into an auction. There he is bidding on something. I'm like, hey, you said you weren't gonna do that. He goes, shh. I'm like, And then I'll pop into a different auction, and there he is again because he's an auction hoe, and he's bidding on more stuff. And I'm like, and he's like,
I don't have a basement. Thank God I don't have a basement because it'd be full of crap too. I have 2 sheds full of crap. Mostly Christmas decorations.
I
don't put
just
up
have my room, and it's
Halloween
my life.
decorations.
I mean, I downsized 3 times with the last 3 moves that I made because it was mostly just me moving it, and I actually want to get all the stuff that's in boxes in totes, like tote like that, because they're easier to move and stack and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I cannot afford totes, so I'm anytime somebody sends me something in a decent sized box, like the I hate StreamYard, the box Victoria sent with all the goodies in it, I'm gonna keep that box so I can pack stuff up because I did have 3 totes that my jewelry supplies that I was in the process of setting up when I injured my foot and this whole debacle happened. My son needed something to put his stuff in to move when he moved back in here. So I lent him my totes, and he's like, thanks for the totes, Mom, and he will not give them back. So I'm like, you shit. You know? This is my life. I lend people things and I never get them back. So I'm hoarding boxes at this point, just so I can pack stuff up when I have to move again, because it'll happen. But most of the stuff behind me, unless it's an empty box, is my life, and I've downsized as much as I can. Especially where John died, I'm not getting rid of the things that he's given me over the past 20 years, you know? So.
I explained to Jennifer how I sell my shit. I sell large quantities of the same items. Not one. I don't do a lot of one-off stuff. If it brings good money, I will.
Smart way.
KJ. Craig's new slogan: "No money cheat. I got good shit."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I pay up for stuff, you know, but I got a good what do you call it?
Got a good system going. You're good.
A good return. It's higher priced, but I get a much higher profit margin.
Aren't you
doing much less work?
Well, something going right if you got a duplex and you can afford to just use 1/2 for storage.
It should be in a warehouse.
His rent is darn cheap too for 2 houses.
Yeah.
Cheaper than my trailer. He gets 2 houses.
Really. I pay $350. It's 3 stories over there. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, living room, dining room, basement. And over here, I give them $100 a month. Yep. Because they didn't want to rent this side out anymore. It was their grandparents' or grandmother's house, grandparents' house. But they were just going to leave it empty. It's like I said, I'll give you some money if I can use the little living room part.
Did they know you were talking about the entire thing?
They came over, G. They came for a visit yet?
They've been here twice, but not this bad. Where I have to squeeze my ass through to get.
Do they know
go to the kitchen or?
Hey, Greg. Angie, I got a question for you.
No, I
Wow.
don't.
All that stuff in one inverter.
Right?
Well, it's a Ryobi inverter for Ryobi tools, but it's just a little one.
John used to work for Ryobi doing refurbishing.
You know,
Best shit. Like I said, I used to do one-off stuff like most people do. I'm like, I'm doing all this work for one item. I'm like, it took me a long time to get where I'm at.
Yeah, depends on the item too. I mean, if you can come across some stuff that's going to give you a good flip, you know.
Yeah, it just sells. I put it up, it sells. I know it's going to sell. I've even pulled stuff down because when it gets too crazy, and I'm not bragging, I'm just saying it
Quit
sells.
your bragging, G.
Yeah.
And I'm
You're
like,
a rich little.
I'm just packing boxes all day long. It's like,
She needs for her SUV.
no.
Multiples are great anyway, Ainsley. I like multiples.
Now this inverter, it's just a little. You pop it on a battery and it'll run like a laptop or charge shit up, almost like one of them power bricks to charge shit. Power bank.
I grew up going to flea markets too. We had a big one in the town that I lived in. I cried when it closed down. It's where I got all my ceramic paints and some of my ceramics when I was like 10. And when I was a teenager, getting into the teen years, it's where I started picking up some of my sterling jewelry and bartering with people because I was a kid and I was poor and I wanted that damn piece of jewelry, you know? So it's amazing what big blue eyes can do when you're a child.
Okay. Yeah. All the stuff you figure you'd be the one to ask. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, my hometown had nothing in it. There was nothing to do except on the weekends when there was the flea market. So that was where everybody went.
Well, she misses the flea market. So I got two of them around me. They're one's about 45 minutes away, and the other one's probably maybe an hour and 20 minutes away.
Yeah, that big one in my town is about 15 minutes for me. It's on the other side of town.
There used to be one right around the corner from my house about two years ago, and they never started back up.
I'm wondering if my mother thinks I forgot her birthday. Her birthday is today. She's 87.
Wow, happy birthday to your mother.
Right? But no, I'm going to give her a call in a little while and tell her happy birthday. I feel bad because I'm so broke this month. My son's birthday is tomorrow. I couldn't get him anything for his birthday.
Yeah, Ansley, I spent a shit ton of money buying product.
Wow.
But yeah, she's right with the inverters. I mean, I've seen them.
Now, where do you get all your stuff from? You getting it right from the store?
Most of it from Home Depot.
You didn't see the Home Depot boxes? I saw them.
Are you getting it when it's on sale or what?
Yeah, and I
No, Larry,
buy
he's
the
paying
kits.
full price.
I buy the kits. I break them apart and
Don't
sell
be a mute your
everything
ass.
individually.
Smart.
Love you, Larry.
Okay.
I want to meet a reseller that pays full price for something and then tries to resell it. I want to meet that person.
Well, some people do. They
insane.
can pay full price and they can get it for double what they paid.
I guess there's always somebody who will buy something, right? Yeah,
I buy a kit for, you buy this, get this free for $100. I turn around, I can break it up and sell it for $250 to $300.
Yeah.
Each individually or more.
Cajun said you should go on Gary's auction.
Oh God, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, what you do is you hold up a product and you tell people how much money you want for it and tell them all about it, and then they buy it. That's kind of how that works.
Yeah, but I'm not going to sell my good shit. I'm already. It just sells itself. No, I got stuff I used to sell at the flea markets and stuff in the basement next door, all in bins that other people could use to resell. That stuff.
Cajun, you buy stuff full price? Why?
But yeah, Chris, I've thought of that. With the other shit I used to sell that I don't anymore.
Now, do you have all this stuff listed on eBay, or are you using other platforms?
What's sad is probably 98% of what I have is not listed because I can't keep up.
Wow.
Stop buying stuff.
Can't. The deals are too good.
You're not making money if it's not listed.
I'm making money, but I can't keep up all by myself. So I said I need to get organized.
You probably said that. How many times have you said that now?
I know.
Do it every day too.
We're going to start keeping track. You're going to get called on that one. Cajun, I can understand the puzzle thing, puzzles and games and things like that during the pandemic, but does that work in normal times? He said he spent $11 on puzzles and sold them for $40. When there's a high demand for something, I understand that you could buy it full price and flip it for a good amount, but is that during normal times or in this special little time that we've been in when everybody was confined to their homes and bored out of their gourd?
Now, Greg, have you ever thought about sending some of that stuff into Amazon?
I did. I would break it up, and I said, if you look up on eBay, Amazon, look up Bear Tool, and I'm not the only one. I have a lot of competition.
Okay.
Crash. You okay?
Yeah, let's move a bottle. I had bottles in the bag, old bottles, and the dog was getting freaked out because the fan was blowing the bottles around, so I had to move the bag. He thought there was something in it.
You live in Ohio somewhere, so just go to Ohio and drive around until you find a house that has shit coming out of the windows, and that's where he is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So Amazon, you got a lot of competition on Amazon then.
Well, yeah, Amazon, eBay. It's the only two platforms I sell on, but but Amazon's been weird lately. I haven't sent hardly anything in. I've been merchant fulfilling a little bit. But
Amazon wants $50-something for the movie that I want. That's ridiculous. But they want like $9 for it on Blu-ray. I'm like, I don't want it on Blu-ray. I just want regular DVD, and they want $52. I'm like, no.
Well, what DVD are you looking for?
Orca, the killer whale.
Oh,
from the 70s. Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that one.
I know. I had Pat Dees trying to do it. I tried to get Pat Dees to search his thousands of DVDs for it, and so far every time I ask him, he's like, "What movie?" I'm like,
check Record Crate. He's got a ton.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Larry.
Because I was going to when I was into the DVDs, he just buys them and he sells lots of them. You can ask him if he has one for you.
I will try that. I mean, I tried that site that Callie gave us, that Soap Today. movie site or TV show, and remember, they didn't even have it. And I'm like, come on, really?
Yeah, next time you see Record Crate in the chat, ask him for his email. That way you can talk to him back and forth.
Cool, I will. Hell, if I see him in the chat pop up, I'll ask him right now. Yeah,
well,
I just.
Probably wouldn't. I mean, the amount of DVDs he has, he probably wouldn't.
I got that. Find it. Yeah, I got that movie in my head. I love that movie. I really do. And for some reason, one day it just popped in my head and it won't go away. And I really want to watch it now, and I can't.
Okay.
I've heard of that name before. Was that after Jaws or before Jaws?
It's around the same time. I think it's. Actually, I'll look it up. I think it's 77, but I'm not sure.
Probably after.
77. God, I'm good. Yeah, it's got
Jaws,
Derek.
75, 76. Jaws.
Huh?
Jaws was what, 75, 76? Or was it earlier? When
Really
first Jaws.
I remember seeing it like when I was 4 or 5 at the beach, and
Jaws was 75.
She's KJ. She's looking for Orca, the DVD Orca.
Yeah, Orca the Killer Whale. I know, Dina, but I want to own it. I want to be able to touch it.
On YouTube for $2.99.
Yeah, but I wanted the DVD actually, because when I watch DVD, I'll watch it multiple times.
Oh,
like in a row. I'm weird. That's why I can quote movies.
That's okay. Or Amazon.
I want to own it. I gotta own. I need
to. She wants the disc.
I gotta touch it. I'm one of those people. I won't buy a movie like online that you can only watch online. I'm like, no, because there's somebody somewhere that's going to take that away from me after I paid for it. No, I have to physically own it.
She wants to touch it.
I gotta touch it.
Touch it.
That's right. Touch it.
Touch it. Shh, don't let it get out. She wants to touch it. Shh.
I will eventually touch it.
KJ, be nice.
KJ's always nice. Just depends on your definition of nice.
KJ, be nice.
Yeah, 1541. It's a lot better than 52.
Not yet. I'll probably I'll send it Monday.
See, here's the thing: is I don't really trust people all that much now. People that I talk to all the time, that like Record Crate or Pat D's or Larry, I would trust them to tell me that DVD is in good condition. Some random eBayer, no offense to all you eBayers, but some random eBayer could lie their ass off and say it's in good condition and it's not. They can show the picture of an underside of any DVD and then send me a crappy scratched up one. So
don't give me that innocent stuff, KJ.
Yeah, it really depends on your definition of nice. I'm nice.
Yeah, if I took that DVD to the post office today, it's not going to move anyway. So I'll do it Monday. And I got the email a little bit too late yesterday with the address.
She was totally thinking of that. Fluffy was right. She was totally distracted thinking about that DVD when she said full frontal yesterday.
Oh yeah, when she was gonna auction that one DVD off, I knew no, that wasn't what was gonna come out.
It was a book. It was a book, and it actually said full frontal, but she only got the full frontal part out and then started laughing. So it was full frontal PR, and it was a book.
Yeah.
If she said the entire thing all at once, she still would have gotten some slack, but not as much as her cracking up after saying full frontal.
Yeah. Well, when being on Lexus, I told her that's the last time I show it and talk about it. Right? When I was on Lexus' show yesterday.
Thank you, dear. Yeah, KJ and Halos. No. I would believe that KJ has halos on her head, just like, no. Me. Do you see one? Do you see it? No.
Yep.
We know those are chakrams, KJ, and you're going to take them off and throw them at people. Yeah, $29 for a DVD, not happening. Nope, I'm cheap. I am, and I know that. I mean, eBay had the DVD the Blu-ray movie for $10. So why is something that isn't as high in technology more money? That makes no sense to me. I'll get it eventually. I will. I'll find it somewhere. Unless Record Crate, and if he doesn't have it, then it'll probably eventually get to me, and I'll be like, "Fine, I'll rent it." You know.
Like it will. Well, it might, but I won't. But I'm not going to do it, Cajun. I told her. I told her yesterday that was the last time I do anything with it.
What are we talking about? The DVD?
Yeah. That's the last. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'll let her do it.
Well, Larry won't, but guess who will?
Well, whatever. I just don't want to upset her about it.
If she was going to get upset, she shouldn't have bought it.
Well,
Greg, why are you turning red?
That's enough.
What are you doing over there, Greg?
Just looking around.
Are you looking at porn again?
No.
He got all excited about the DVD. What, Jennifer?
No, he's looking at tape. He don't look at porn now. He looks at tape. Tape dispensers.
Yeah, my tape everywhere. I do have a lot of tape.
Cajun.
Okay, folks, I think we're about done for today. We're about 2.5 hours in almost. So I wasn't really planning on going this long, but it happened.
You're welcome.
So,
It was fun.
Yeah, I gotta.
yeah, we'll catch everybody later. I gotta see if I can get something done today, possibly.
Bye,
Well,
G.
that'd be a good plan.
So hopefully we'll see everybody on mine and Johnny's show at 4:00.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Everybody have a great
Bye,
day.
everyone. Bye, Jennifer.
Bye.
See you later.